All right, so we're moving on to lesson 2, session 1. And just a reminder, the first session for one of these lessons is usually pretty short. It just introduces a new concept. And the new concept we're introducing for this is, we look here at the warm-up, is the fact that when we're finding volume, sometimes it's a specific measurement. So over here on the left, we've got a rectangle. Actually, we have two rectangles here, but on the left, we have 2 inches versus 3 inches. And over on the right, we have centimeters. So it's really important at this point to look and see if they're like a specific measurement. Because if you look at a ruler, a centimeter is much smaller than an inch. So it does matter as far as what's here. So let's answer this question. So what's the area of the rectangle? So for this, it says 6 square inches. Now notice I have a 2 there because we're really only doing the length times the width, so there's only 2. When we were doing cubic units and doing volume, we were using 3 measurements, so that's why it was a little 3 up there. And the same for this one. This is 6 square centimeters because, again, we're just doing length times width. All right, so what's the same? Same numbers, same numerals here. What's different is a different type of measurement or different unit. All right, let's look at page 17. And again, these notes are pretty short, so this one won't take too long. All right, so Carl filled a clear box shown below with unit cubes to find its volume. The unit cubes Carl used all have side lengths of 1 foot. That's really important. Got to pay attention to that. So now it does matter. So we're talking about feet. What's the volume of the box? So we could do this a couple different ways. Kids that are in class will have the cubes to work with and can literally build it and count out the cubes that they used. Since kids at home or kids that are just watching a video, you're just going to have to work off of the picture. So we have 3 cubes per layer. And we have 1, 2 layers. So that's going to be 3 times 2. And that gives me 6. However, my answer can't just be 6 when I'm dealing with volume. There's something being measured here. So since it's feet, that's going to be 3 cubic feet. 3 cubic feet for that one. So again, just pay attention to what's being used there. To give a full proper answer, you need to actually put that. So it's really important to make sure you have this in your final answer. Let's go ahead and turn the page. We'll look at number 1. Describe the measurement unit Carl should use and explain how he can find the volume of the box. The measurement unit he's using are feet, specifically square feet. Oops, sorry, cubic feet. I'm thinking ahead to, or thinking back to my our original warm-up. All right, cubic feet. And how he can find the volume of the box, besides building it with blocks on his own, he would multiply cubes per layer by the number of layers. And you may be asking yourself why we're repeating this. It's because sometimes when we do math, it's a little bit tricky to explain it to other people, like how we found the answer. So we're kind of working on that with this. So multiply the cubes per layer by the number of layers. For number 2, volume is measured in cubic units. You know that. That's what our review from lesson 1. Here's some cubic units you might also use to measure volume. You could use the cubic inch. You could use a cubic centimeter. And you could use a cubic foot. So those are some all ones that you could use. So that being said, looking down here, what's the volume for that one? So it's the same size and shape, but you'll notice he's got inches here. So this is 6, and I put IN with a 3, 6 cubic inches. And the last note for today. What's the same and what's different about the volume of Carl's 2 boxes? Here's what's the same. The volume of each box is 6 cubic units. So that's true. But one is measured in cubic feet, and the other is measured in cubic inches. Kind of a long note, but on the whole, this is a very short lesson, so we can handle it. Cubic inches. And that's it. That's it for that short lesson. Again, we're just trying to hold on to the fact that sometimes when we do volume, there's a specific measurement for it, specific unit. When there's not, we just call it cubic units. Like we just keep it a general term. But if it's specific, like inches, centimeters, and feet, then we have to be make sure our answer is accurate. All right, so I just figured for classwork today, or if you're at home listening to this, your homework is to log in your Reflex math account and practice your multiplication and division facts until you get a green light. All right, as always, if there's any questions, just let me know.